Welcome to Drive Your Own Adventure with Benjamin Starr. With holiday parks and resorts across New South Wales and Queensland, find your dream destination with Ingenia Holidays.
So now we've hopped off our wonderful gondola. We've gone for a bit of a walk. We're laughing about, I said in the gondola, I bet they've lost a few mobile phones in the time, and you were telling me that you've got crews of people that go out and collect all this stuff.
Yeah. One of our obligations is to make sure that we're zero impact. So a couple of times a year we'll send out some staff, and they will walk our transect at ground level to make sure there's no litter or anything that's fallen. And we have found the odd mobile phone.
Now tell me, we are standing in the most amazing position, and you were just telling me this is all new. So where are we?
Welcome to the Edge Lookout. The Edge is at Barron Gorge, and it was built specifically to be zero impact and certainly to blend in, but it was built to follow the contour of the gorge and to give guests an experience and a view that they couldn't get anywhere else.
So we're how far up above the crevice now?
We're about 187 metres.
And you were telling me that when it rains, this waterfall is to die for.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's a few seconds to none in the wet season. This year particularly, we had a good wet and it was just fantastic.
And where we're standing now, we're standing on glass, so this gives us the perception, so we can now overlook the hangout, see what it really looks like as if you're flying.
Yeah, exactly right. It's to give you a little bit of a vertigo rush, a little bit of a thrill. And so we've got glass in front of us, it doesn't impede the view, and glass below you. And it's amazing to watch some people come and try and interact with this.
Well, it must have been an engineering feat. Well, I mean, when you turn around and you see how it's all been made, it is very minimal impact, but it must have been an amazing project for the people that built it.
Exactly, and that was a Cairns company. So wherever we can, we try and be a good corporate citizen, and we outsource our works locally. And a local company called Dawson Engineering engineered this, designed, engineered and then constructed. And they did it in such a way that we could use an existing pathway, so we didn't have to build roads, no helicopters, and then they cantilevered the parts out and bolted them into place.
Yeah. And was there helicopters involved in this one as well?
No helicopters whatsoever.
At all?
No.
So how do they get all the steel up here?
So they built them in small sections, and then they used very narrow gauge vehicles that they could drive down the walkway that you just saw.
My goodness.
They'd slide these sections out and bolt them into place. So
isn't it clever what we can do with steel?
Absolutely. There was very, very minimal clearing. We didn't have to clear anything. We fitted it between the trees, so we didn't have to clear any vegetation.
And I love the fact that we were talking about your data line running up here. You've got security cameras everywhere.
Security cameras, we've got Wi-Fi deployed, the whole box and dice.
Fantastic. What do you love about coming up here? And I mean, obviously you have a passion for Cairns, but what is it about Cairns that you love so much?
Oh, I love the lifestyle. As I say, I was born and bred here. I've worked overseas, I've worked away, but I always like coming back to Cairns. You know, the summers are warm, but you can go an hour to the west of the Tablelands where it's 3 or 4 degrees cooler and there's no humidity. You can go swimming in the rainforest streams, you can go to the Great Barrier Reef and snorkel. There's always something to do. It's just such a great lifestyle.
And from working overseas, what were you doing over there?
I was working in America. At the time, I worked quite a few areas around the States, and I was in corporate life in those days. Did a bit of work in New Guinea as well. And
all of you have worked in corporate life and gone into this world of tourism. It's fascinating.
Yeah, that's right. Once you migrate into tourism, the satisfaction, out of seeing the smiles, you can hear people laughing around you. The satisfaction of seeing people consume your product and enjoy it is second to none.
And what's your hope that they come here? What do you want them to take away, your personal thing?
Well, I want them to take away an understanding, a love of the rainforest. I want them to take away a love and an understanding of the region. I mean, Cairns and tropical North Queensland is just an amazing part of the world. And I want them to share that message because, I think everyone deserves the opportunity to come and have these once-in-a-lifetime experiences.
Now, what's the significance of Kuranda? Why is this place in existence?
It used to be, around the turn of the century, a major timber portal, and it was also one of the major destinations for the train that used to transport goods and gold down to Cairns.
And then it's diversified over that time. Is the hippie thing still a big thing, or what's it become now?
Yeah, no, it's certainly there's a lot of people come to Kuranda that want to escape the hard tenures of life. So there's a lot of different people up here, I guess, and there's a lot of different experiences up here.
It's a tree change, isn't it?
It is a tree change, yeah.
So
which makes it really interesting when you go to the markets, because there's a thriving cottage industry here.
Yeah, so in terms of industries, is it more artistic? Is it more fruit and vegetables? What would people come up here to get?
Oh, look, it's a bit of everything. It's really eclectic. So there's, homemade foods, cottage gardens, if you like. There's arts and crafts, art itself. There's street performers. So it's got a bit of everything.
And every day of the year this is happening?
Every day of the year, yeah.
So you're open every day of the year as well?
Well, we're open 364 days of the year. We decide to give our staff Christmas Day off, as you do. But every other day we're operational.
So it was interesting coming up. We've come up on the Skyrail, which is fantastic. Then down just on the other side here, you've got the railway line, so that you work in partnership sort of together, and they can take you down the hill, or you can come up the hill and come back on the Skyrail.
Absolutely. So, as I said, they're an integral part of our partnership. You can come up on Skyrail and down on the train, or up on the train and down on Skyrail. You can choose your method of direction and travel.
Well, as a Managing Director of Skyrail, what a cool job, huh?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, I love coming to work every day.
Yeah, what's the best part of it for you?
Oh, the atmosphere, the environment, the smiling faces, seeing so many people, the different cultures and the product.
Yeah, there you go. Well, we've been chatting with Craig Pockock today all about Skyrail. What a fabulous experience. Thank you very much for having us on board.
Pleasure. You're welcome.
We look forward to coming back in and going in that bottomless carriage, and we'll do some pruning for you to pay for our time today.
Sounds good. Look forward to it.
Thanks for listening to Drive Your Own Adventure with Ingenia Holidays. With holiday parks and resorts across New South Wales and Queensland, Ingenia Holidays offers the ideal place for an extended break, weekend getaway or short stopover. Find your dream destination with Ingenia Holidays at www.ingeniaholidays.com.au.